guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode with Boss Beauty. My name is Below if you're new, and if you've been coming on along, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for staying. I appreciate all of you guys. I've actually been thinking lately, maybe I need to change my Boss Beauty name to something else. Maybe Boss Beauty Lifestyles or Boss Beauty Boss Life. I don't know. I've been thinking. If you have any suggestions, please put in the comment section. Just because I'm not talking about beauty right now, and I just feel like the beauty, but I have beauty that name, like that brand, Boss Beauty. So I don't know, but if you have any suggestions, then please put in the comment section. It'll be very useful. Thank you in advance. Anyway, on today's episode, I want to be talking to you about some things that I feel like, it's very important when you're buying a property, selling a property, whatever it is you're doing that has to do with property. I just feel like, this is very important. You guys, you need to be very patient. Very, very patient. And as well as being patient, you need to be chasing your vendors. I don't even know. Okay, let me start by saying the first time I wanted to actually buy my council house was, I think, in 2017. I saw the letter recently. I actually, completed the application form, sent it to the council, and then they replied me. And the next reply was that they were going to send a valuer to come and, do the valuation of the property so that they'll be able to give me a quote of what I need to pay. 3 months later, there was no reply. There was no valuer. Like, there was nobody. There was no correspondence or anything. And I was just like, what's wrong with these people? Like, I want to buy a house. Why are you doing shakara? So, I was actually angry. Like, why are they not replying? What's going on? And because it's council, it's like you have to write a letter. I hate writing letters. Like, just put a phone that I can call. There is a number that you can call, but obviously it's just a general Manchester Council number. And you have to start, if you want something, you pick on that. And then you'll be on the phone. The nonsense song will be singing to your ears. And there was literally there was no answer. So I just got frustrated at a point, and I was just like, you know what? Maybe it's not time. And for you to counsel that, you're not buying anymore, you have to write a letter. So I was like, is that I write a letter to find out what's going on, or a letter to just say, you guys, I'm not buying again? So it was easier for me to just say I'm not buying again. Let's just say I wasn't ready, or God has said that it wasn't the right time, that year. So I just wrote a letter, sent it back to the council and said, I wasn't interested anymore. And I got a letter back for that to say, thanks for getting back to us. Thanks for letting us know of your intentions not to buy anymore. And I was like, you guys, all you needed to do was just send a valuer. But you didn't do that. Yet, you accepted me cancelling. Is it that you don't want me to buy, or what's happening, Anyway, so that went, and then I started to just think about it again. I already had my Help to Buy ISA at the time, and I was already saving into it. And I was just like, these people. And the thing is, with the Help to Buy ISA as well, is just like the ISA that I mentioned last time. You can only use it to buy a property as well, and a first-time property. So, and there was a lot of new built properties, around the area at the time. But it was just the fact that if you buy a council house, it's a good investment. It helps you to get on the property ladder and whatnot. Anyway, 2 years later, 2019, actually 2018, 1 year later, I just thought, okay, I think I'll just be patient. Let me, do this again, and let's just see what happens. If they don't reply me, then it means they don't want to sell the property. But I know that I had the right to buy the property once I've lived in there for 5 years. I've seen recently, with the new change to the council house, it's changed to once you've lived in the property for 3 years. At the time I had mine, it was 5 years. So anyway, 2018, I then decided, right, let me try again. So I requested for the application form, completed the application form, sent it, and this time around, it was quick. Because they give you an outline, within 8 weeks, we will send a valuer. Within so time, we will reply you. Within whatever, you have to reply us. So I was like, okay, let's see if they're going to stick to this, this time around. So the next letter came, we're going to send a valuer. And before I knew it, a valuer sent me a message. I'm messaging on behalf of the council to value the property. And then they came, sent me a letter to say, this is what we're asking. This is the asking price. So this is the worth of the property. And I don't think I've actually shared the worth of my property with you guys before. So anyway, when I bought my council house, it was worth 66,000. And with the discounts and everything, I was asked, or the asking price was 27,500. Yeah, it was 27,500. I know, it's cheap. Yeah, it's cheap, it's affordable. Oh yeah, that's why you bought it, because it's cheap. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, I had to pay 27,500. So as at that time, I really, really wanted to pay it cash, because I think I had half of the money, But I just thought, should I take a loan? Should I? But it's the fact that you're going to be paying the loan. Actually, as at the time, the interest rate was still good. Like, I could actually get an interest rate of like 3.9 or something. Was when I checked if I got a loan. That was what it said. So I just thought, is it better to get a loan or just apply for a mortgage? Because I will be able to use the help to buy, but I just felt like it would just be too stressful for me. And because I was paying as an individual. So anyway, I just thought, right, let's go to the bank. If they can give me the money, then fine. If not, so be it. So I went to the bank, which I think I already shared this one before. So I went to the bank and, just told them I used my help to buy. So with what I had in my help to buy, I just paid 10% of the 27,500 that I wanted to borrow. If you do your calculation by yourself, so yeah, let me know in the comment section how much my deposit was. So I did that, and the mortgage term was for 8 years. It was 2.45%, and I was supposed to be paying £291 monthly. So that's how it was. But one thing I would say in terms of what this topic was actually about being patient, was if I had done it the first time, all I needed to do was just call or maybe just send a letter. But I think my patience level was just not patient at that time. So I just thought, let me cancel it. But this time around, I just thought, let me just wait, because at this time I had made up my mind that I wanted to buy it. And I think the news about cancelling the help to buy ISA I'd already started to go on as well. So I didn't want to lose that 25% that the government was going to give. So that's why I thought, okay, I'll wait. All I needed to do was just wait. So one thing I would say is you need to do some follow-up, like chase the vendors, your mortgage advisor, your solicitors. Because one thing I found out lately as well is that solicitors are always on holiday. Always on holiday. Like when you need them and you call them, oh, they're on holiday. And then when I told my mortgage advisor that my solicitor is on holiday, I don't have any update, oh, it's very typical of them. Solicitors, why are you guys going on holiday? I don't understand. You have jobs that you're doing. You have customers that you're dealing with. Why are you going on holiday in the middle of a client buying a property? I don't know. If you have an answer, put it in the comment section. But yeah, anyway, they will go on holiday. So you need to be patient. You need to be able to chase them up and just hope that you will get the right information that you need. You cannot be frustrated or retired because there's loads involved than, just getting tired. Because apart from the fact that you're waiting for the mortgage advisor, you need to work on yourself as well. So again, you need to chase yourself as well. And you chasing yourself is literally for you to be able to get, a good rate or, good mortgage, good borrowing, or lots of options from lenders. Then you need to make sure you pay off all of the debts on your name, credit card debts, all the store cards, whatever debts. You need to be debt free when you're actually doing this. I'm going to talk more about that later when I'm talking about other things. But for now, part of you being patient is literally just making sure you are ready as well in terms of everything that your solicitors are going to need, that your mortgage advisor is going to need, that the bank would need, because you will get questions from the bank on your bank statement of money moving in and out of your account, like where is this money coming from, why did that one go out. Yeah, you need to be ready. So if you feel like your accounts, you've been using it for something dodgy, I at a point, one of my accounts, or my main account, I was using it, and it was like £10 coming in from clients, because obviously I was doing makeup, and then they have to pay deposit, so it will come. And then when I realized, okay, this is another big move, so I had to stop that. I had to open another account. I had to stop that just to make sure that I had everything that I needed, because the last thing you want is for different excuses to come from the bank, asking you questions that you're not even thinking about, because when that question comes, you're probably not thinking about it. So when they ask you, it will stress you out, and you just be like, well, Like, just hold yourself. I just wanted to borrow money. What's up? Like, why are you asking me all those questions? So you need to be ready. You need to make sure you clear all the debts. You need to make sure you are in a good state to actually have a good lending or borrowing opportunity. Let me put it that way. And those are the main people. And then if you were doing any home improvements in the property, then yes, again, you need to be patient with those builders. Actually, I don't think I've shared a proper video of the home improvements I did to my council house. I think I'll do another video on that. But yes, you need to be patient because my eyes saw what my mouth cannot say with the builders that I've used to actually do some home improvements in my property. But I will be sharing that in a later video. But for now, yes, you need to be patient. You need to chase your vendors. Don't just sit around and that's what I actually do, and that's what I did. But thank God for my sister, my mom, my friends. Have you called this one? Have you called that one? Did you hear back from them? Like, they are my calendar. Like, I would even put stuff in my calendar and still forget that I've actually got it in my calendar. It's that bad. It's not my fault, and I think it's some of the medications. So let's blame it on the medications, okay? But yeah, you need to have people around you that will remind you constantly, or write stuff. If you're one of those people that will write like a daily planner. I don't like sticking things around on the wall. So maybe that's why I'm not used to doing that. And I'll just put it on my phone. But for some reason, I actually just found that lately that you can actually set your reminder, the reminder on your phone to remind you at so time, another time. I will just set it in my calendar. And then it will remind me in the morning when I've just woken up at 8 o'clock. And then by 9 o'clock, I've probably forgotten, So it's like, yeah, you need to set a reminder of the things that you need to do, or you need to have a to-do list for each day of who you need to call, who you need to chase up, and what you need to do. If they ask you for documents or questions, be ready to answer as well, because the more you delay it as well, then the more they will delay you. And if you don't chase it up, don't forget you're not the only clients. They have other clients. So please, you have to do some chasing up with the vendors. And yes, be patient. That's the main thing. I think that's all for now in terms of your vendors and being patient and chasing up. In my next video, I will be talking more about, what my eyes saw when I did my home improvement and the builders that I use and things that I did. But yes, for now, thank you so much. This is the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you're finding this series, as useful as I feel like they will be for you guys. It might not be useful for you now, it might be useful for a friend, a family, but make sure you keep the information at hand so that when you need it, you have it. Because what you don't want to do is make the same mistake that other people have made, and then you start regretting it. It's better for you to make use of that information that these people are sharing, like I'm sharing my own side of the story. Like I'm sharing my own experience now. So please keep it and make use of it when you need it. I will see you next time in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, hit the like button, turn on your notifications bell so that when I post a new video, which is on Wednesdays and Sundays, 6 p.m. for now. So please turn on your notification bell so that you can get the alert when the video comes on. I will see you in my next video. And if you have any questions for me, don't forget to put it in the comment section. I'll be sure to give you answers, or, answer as much as I can, based on my own experience. Everything I'm sharing is based on my experience, and I keep saying I am not a mortgage advisor, neither am I a financial advisor. So this information are based on my own experience and some researches that I've done. It might be different now. I bought my property since 2019. A lot has changed since that time. So please make sure you do your researches and be current on those news. See you later. Thanks. Bye.